A Magyar Divat és Design Ügynökség bemutatja a HFDA Academy New View podcast sorozatot. Előadások a divat és dizájnipari vállalkozások szakmai támogatására.
Welcome to the Hungarian Fashion and Design Agency's video and podcast show. In today's changing economic environment, the HFDA Academy New View series is focusing on the challenges and solutions the industry is facing. Besides Hungarian industry professionals, we also wanted to involve international experts to take part in our ongoing series and discussions, so that with the relaunch of the economy, domestic players will have the knowledge to compete in the international markets. Our guest speaker, Giovanni Ottonello, is the art director of the world-renowned design institute, the Institute of European Design, which mentors creative talents worldwide in field based on the latest trends and visual communication. He has also previously shared his knowledge and experience with the designers participating in the Design Speed Mentoring Program, launched jointly by the Institute of European Design and the Hungarian Fashion and Design Agency. We would like to thank you, Mr. Ottonello, for accepting our invitation once again, and for sharing your thoughts with us on the latest business models and the trends following in these challenging times.
Hello, I'm very happy to be here with you, and I really thanks H4DA for involving me in this project. So thanks so much.
Thank you. In recent years, Giovanni Ottonello has worked with a number of global brands and has experienced the importance of the awareness, trend analysis, and experimentation with the new materials in the lives of brands firsthand. To what extent do you think the current situation will change the development of trends? Which macro trends should be taken into account by those working in the creative industry?
The global isolation of recent months has certainly changed many things on many levels. The first unprecedented change is definitely in ourselves. We have modified our habits, our way of living relationship, our daily life, and the free time. Big company will have to figure out how to deal with this future. For example, we could touch fabric materials only with gloves. How can I tell a material differently? And how can I tell a collection or an idea? In general, I prefer to talk about imagination than creativity. We have to imagine new forms of language, new forms of communication, different from those used until now, and stop talking about the virus, but thinking about a new world. There are still people talking about crisis today after 12 years since the collapse of the banks, Lehman Brothers, in 2008. The crisis of 2008 was an event that changed the rules. We had entered in a new world. We can't blame or use COVID as the bad guy. It happened, and now we have to find an opportunities, but not obstacles. Now we can speak about 4 or 5 trends in connection with this new situation. The trends in general are a big box with the big title. And the first one is more is more. After 2008, the crisis, the world stopped and everyone was afraid to show joy and positivity. Creative companies worked on minimalism so as not to offend those who were going through a difficult time. In the future now, we will move from minimalism to maximalism as optimism and the desire to get out of this moment. Bright colors, shiny materials, embroidery, decoration, and overlayers are the keywords for these trends. An example of this desire for change happened recently in China in April. A Hermès store opened and more than 2 million euros were spent in a single day. This is called the revenge spending. And this one is curious, but could be a future or an idea, in this case, of luxury.
I absolutely agree with you, and for those trends are really interesting for the new beginning of the brands. And what do you think? What elements are worth implementing in the collections in the future, and what will be the important buzzwords or materials or shades in the future?
Definitely implement the colors. They have to be bright, compact. Background colors enhance the shapes. Maximalism is identified through embroidery, preciousness, and brilliant color. Pop colors and a glossy surface. The idea that I can live in an environment in a color block world, in a room full of colors, full of shine, energy. The idea that can I breathe and can I use the color like a sponge.
You mentioned the first trend, the more is more. What other trends do you think is now important?
Yes, another one is well-being. This one could be the title. During the month spent at home, we have discovered the relationship that our body has with object and space. You know, we have spent many weeks at home alone or with the families, and we have discovered the relationship with the relatives, the parents, or with us. The weeks spent indoors made us understand how important personal well-being and skin are. So protection has become essential for us. Use of simple and natural materials that can I touch and I feel. In the future, we will have to design clothes and objects that guarantee daily safety. How to move around in city or on the aircraft, on planes, in enclosed space in the office, no, for example. The voice, for example, will be a great importance because it will be modified by the masks, and the use of technology will have to find a balance with us and the others. And will be in different level, me and my body, me and the other, and me and the fabric that protect me and myself.
Do you mean the products of the future are likely to be better adapted to environmental and physical changes? That's what you
products that give us security at home and especially outside. A balance between protection and comfort. Functional object that can be quickly used, put on and take off depending on the situation. Something that helped me that in a fast way can a sort of revolution of the dress, a revolution of the items. Get on a bus or in an office, we need to feel comfortable. Functionality and aesthetic. Protecting ourselves doesn't mean giving up being beautiful. Beauty and protection. Another trends very important is in connection with the last one, will be the future is circular. Sustainability must continue to be one of our priorities, because we must never forget that our planet still needs to be saved. Recycling and craftsmanship will be crucial in the coming years. We must familiarize ourselves with new words like upcycling, decluttering, or dematerialization. Trash and treasure will be the future. It may seem impossible, but we have to change our point of view. Return to natural fibers and natural colors, of course. Do we really need to own object? This one is the big, that's the question of the future. The possibility to have tons of objects, tons of garments. This one is really the future or no?
Yeah, I think the sustainability is the most important trend in the future, but we have to check also what business models can be viable to keep up with the circular trend. Can you tell me about this?
Every company has many variables and differences within it, and it's impossible. I prefer not to generalize, of course. Mm-hmm. There is only one word for the business of the future. This one is absolutely possible. This word is slow. I only produce what I sell. This will completely change the rules of the market and the industry, but it will remove inventory and cost. This type of process allows us to create attention and quality for every single project that we create. It brings us closer to the world of craftsmanship. That is the future. The future is attention for the details, attention for every product, craftsmanship and design that blend together. And the last one trend is liquid flow. Why liquid flow? This latest trend is closely related to the previous one. The most important element on our planet is the water. We must protect the water, conserve and use it responsibly. When we think about water, we think about freedom, changes of state from liquid to gaseous, for example, and animals living in and around in the environment around the water. Through creative design, we can educate others to respect water, because design is a message. It's not only a business, it's not only an opportunity or the occasion to show our idea, our creativity. It's very important to educate the future, the young generation, the millennials or the generation Y or Z, depends. But design is a really message. And if you want to respect the planet, if you wanted to save the water, we have to use it to describe our project, or to use it to describe our identity. This one, I think, could be interesting for the future.
Yeah, I think it's a really important message that we are working together since almost a year through the Design Speed Mentoring, and you have an overview about the Hungarian fashion design brands, mostly the design brands. And for me, it's really interesting What do you think? Could be this trends or this new normal, as we can maybe say, an opportunity for the Hungarian local brand in the international market in general?
Yeah, absolutely. The future is to use that to mix it together, because there is a sort of it's a sort of chains. No, the rings is connected. This red thread, and we can pick up one of them or all together and mix. And this one is very interesting, I think. To try to decline the keywords, to decline the big keywords, the title of the trends in the opportunity for the companies. Absolutely. And I sorry.
No. Yeah, I don't want to disturb you. Interrupt.
After this moment of disorientation, we will learn to find the balance and the solution. We have gone from an ordinary world 2 months ago to an extraordinary world. And those who do training have an essential task to prepare and educate company or young creatives to a new world of work, to a contemporary world. What happened 2 months ago, and what will be the best solution for my company for the future? We have to insert new words like protection, distance, no verbal dialogue, music, sound of the voice, comfortable, but really not like advertising, but to speak really with the consumer, to create a relationship really with the consumer, the customer. Who is the customer? Who is this person or group of persons, the people that live in Hungarian or in the other part of the world? It's very important to create a new language, a new message, and this one is the future.
Thank you for your thoughts. I think this is really interesting what you overall shared with our customers or our audience, and thank you for your time and sharing your thoughts. And hope we will see you soon in personally. And I would like to wish you a great day and see you soon.
Thank you again for the nice opportunity. I hope I have been useful and have stimulated the creativity of those who listened to us. A big hug, and I hope to see you and all as soon as possible in your wonderful country and wonderful town. And thanks really for the opportunity again. Thank you.
Grazie, ciao Giovanni.